What's going on, guys? We're going to be talking about goals briefly here today. So with goals, it's important to set the right kinds of goals. So what differentiates the right kind of goals from the wrong kind of goals? So the right kind of goals, they'll be motivating, they'll be inspiring, they'll give you a clear path to action. The wrong kind of goals won't give you a clear path to action. They'll be ambiguous. They will be deflating. They'll be demotivating. So what is a good versus a bad goal? So a good goal would be what's called a behavior-based goal versus a bad goal, which would be outcome-based. Outcome-based goals are important. That'd be something like lose 10 pounds. It's important to have them, but you're just using them as feedback and information. So in the case of losing 10 pounds, you step on the scale, what's happening? That's evidence as to whether or not your behavior goal, which is the right kind of goal, is working. So behavior goals would be walking 30 minutes at lunch, which serves the purpose of that outcome goal, losing 10 pounds. So behavior goals are greater than outcome goals. Outcome goals are important to have for evidence, but behavior goals are what drive actions. They're motivating. When you're checking those habits off every day, that's inspiring, right? That gets you going. That allows you to take that step forward every single day. So behavior goals are better than outcome goals. The next kind of goal would be a mastery goal. So a mastery goal is something that you can work on every day, that you can perfect. It's taking skills to the next level. It's practicing new skills, working on new skills, versus a performance goal. So a performance goal would be, I want to get a A+ on my test. I want to win that competition. Those things are out of your control. Same thing with outcome goals, right? A lot of times the outcome is out of your control. You can't really control specifically what's happening inside your body. You know, there's external conditions that you can't control. In the case of a performance goal, there's other people in the competition, there's weather, there's environmental conditions that you just have no control over. So focus on what you can control. And in this case, it's a mastery goal. So with a mastery goal in the service of, losing fat, you'd be looking at something like improving your cooking skills. The better you can cook, the more likely you are to use some cool recipes when it comes to making healthy food. If you're more likely to eat healthy food, you're more likely to lose some fat, right? More vegetables and fruits and lean proteins in the service of losing some fat. So mastery goals over performance goals. The last type is avoid versus approach goals. So avoid goals would be like, I don't want to eat sugar. I don't want to get diabetes, which in and of itself is just not motivating, in that you're just avoiding things. You're not actually moving towards anything, versus a approach goal. So that would be, I want to, like we talked about before, I want to eat slowly. I want to work up to 30 minutes of walking a day, right? So moving towards things, it's an approach versus an avoid type of goal. So those are your three different types of goals. You have your behavior-based, which is better than your outcome-based. And then you have your mastery, which is better than your performance. And then you have your approach, which is better than your avoid goals. So pick the right kind of goals, guys. Get to action. That's the number one step. Move towards action. Information and knowledge doesn't matter if you're not taking action on it. And these type of goals, behavior-based, mastery, and approach goals, put you in the right direction.